guys! Yesterday was PlayStation's 25th anniversary. It has been 25 lovely years. So I have with me here all of the consoles that I've owned throughout the times. I've never had a PS Vita nor a PS1 because they're pretty much impossible to get in Norway. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna share my top 5 favorite PlayStation moments. And then I'm just going to go through each of the consoles here and my favorite game for each that I laid out. So my first favorite PlayStation moment that I'm going to talk about is with PlayStation 1. My mom and dad split up when I was really young. And my big brother, which I see as just my brother, he's actually my half brother. So I didn't see him a lot after he moved to his mom. But every time I was at my dad's and my brother was there, we'd play games. And one of my favorite moments from that is with the PlayStation 1 and Tekken 3. And we'd run up to the room with the games. We'd sit and chill in the bean bags that we had at that time. Leather bean bags, of course. He'd sit down and be really patient with me and really trying to teach me each combination so that I could play my favorite character properly, so I could actually like do some of the special moves and stuff. And after that he taught me how to spam one button so that I would block the other opponent from getting anything in, so you would win always, which he later regretted because I kept using it against him instead of against my dad and my little sister. And we actually played Tekken 3 again on PlayStation 1 this year at Spill Expo. And using what he taught me back then, when I was just a little kid, I managed to win over him again. And he gets just as pissed now as he did back then. But yeah, it's really fun memories, just spending time with my big brother, whom I looked up to a lot because he was almost 7 years older than me and I didn't get to see him a lot. So yeah, I really love that. Okay, the second favorite PlayStation moment I want to share with you was when I was a kid. We'd have family dinners with my grandparents, my uncles and my aunts and all of my cousins, which seemed like very large family back then. And we'd enjoy good food, but one of the things that made us bond, in my opinion, more or most, was playing split screen Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1. So we'd do it like this, like that. So the winner would sit and whoever lost would have to switch with the next person in line. And usually it ended up with one of my uncles sitting as the winner because he was really good at it. He just sat as the winner until he just didn't bother anymore, basically. But it was a great and a really fun way to bond with the adults in the family. And I just felt like PlayStation connected us more and made us closer. So favorite moment number 3 is also with PlayStation 1. You know, childhood memories, always very fond memories. Well, they should be at least. So at my mum's house we had a large living room in the basement. It was sort of a peace zone between my little sister and I, so whenever we were down there and play games, often she would invite her friends and I would invite my friends and we'd play games together, not necessarily split screen. We played a lot of Crash Bandicoot, like when someone died, the next person would take over. So that's how we played it. And it got us really far actually. But it was just really nice to actually have like a peaceful time with my sister where we really got together, got along, because at that age we were fighting a lot. But having moments where just her friends and her and me and my friends could just spend time together and just enjoy ourselves, it was precious really, and it was a lot of fun. Anyway, my favorite PlayStation moment number 4 is with the PlayStation 2. I was a really socially awkward kid, so I didn't have many friends when I was a teenager. But I did find a group of people who through different local music festivals, and I got to meet other people who liked metal and rock, because literally no one in my area liked that kind of music. And so I'd get to know these other kids. I call them kids now because teenagers are kids. Anyway, I got to know these kids, and it was the first time I felt I belonged as a teenager. And it was really nice just coming home to, or not to my home, but home to one of these other kids, being a group of people that was actually friends, and just rock it out on Guitar Hero. It was really fun. My last favorite PlayStation moment. Can I say that that's when PlayStation Norway invited me to be part of the PlayStation family? Because that really is one of my favorite moments, and I still can't wrap my head around that that's actually happened. This year has been insane because of it. I've had some great experiences and met a lot of great people because of PlayStation, and I can't wait to experience more and spend more time with these people so that I can get to know them better and have a lot of fun. I'm just so excited about it all. I'm just so grateful for everything right now. Let's say that's my last favorite PlayStation moment. Okay, so let's move over to the table. For PlayStation 1, my favorite game were Crash Bandicoot. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly in English, but I've always said Crash Bandicoot, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm Norwegian. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that. I had so much fun with this game, and it was probably the game that I was better at back then. So also probably why I enjoyed it so much. I also enjoyed Tomb Raider and a lot of other games, but I wasn't as good at them as I was on this. So I played this a lot more than the other games, and just so many fun memories. On PlayStation 2, I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings, so of course Lord of the Rings 2 Towers were my favorite game for PlayStation 2. I want to play this again, so I might actually just hook up my PlayStation 2 and play it after this video. Yeah, it was really good. And then we have the PSP. My favorite game for this, I didn't have many games for this, but I didn't need many games for this either, because I was obsessed with this. It's the Tomb Raider Anniversary. It's a really good game. I think it was one of the best portable games back then. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. But I was obsessed with Lara Croft as well, so I might have something to do with it. For PlayStation 3, my favorite game were definitely Portal. Well, Portal 2. The humor in this is one of the absolute best humors that I've met in games. Also, I love puzzle solving. Working my brain is what I do best. Well, it's what I used to do best. My brain is constantly tired nowadays, so probably not as much anymore. But I had so much fun with this game, and I still love it. I still play it from time to time. I also love that it was cross-platform, so you could play with PC players and everything, and it was really exciting. For PlayStation 4, I didn't pick my favorite overall game because I'm biased to Mass Effect, so that would have to be Mass Effect Andromeda anyway. So I decided to just pick my favorite exclusive, which is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game has an incredible story. If you haven't played it, definitely have to. The story is great, the character is great, and not to mention the graphics. It's so beautiful. I was so obsessed with this game that even after I platinumed it, I kept exploring just in case I would find more documents or anything so that I could learn more about the world, because it's really exciting. And I can't wait for the next one. So that was my favorite games. Feel free to share your favorite games for each console in the comments if you want to. And don't forget to share your top 3 PlayStation moments. Bye everyone!